In 1996, Dolly the sheep was successfully cloned in Scotland and passed away in 2003 after living for 6 years. 2 years earlier, in 2001, President George W. Bush began the War on Terror, and now today, at least 900,000 men and women have given their lives in Afghanistan and Iraq. These numbers are painstaking and heartbreaking. If we are to adopt human cloning, we will make significant advances in medical technology, establish more efficient soldiers, and ultimately save lives. This evening I'm going to take you through each of these advantages and explain to you why human cloning is the best solution for the armies of tomorrow. By pursuing research in cloning, we will eventually be able to resolve such health issues such as heart attack, liver and kidney failure, Down syndrome, Tay-Sachs, even cancer. Getting rid of all of these have its obvious advantages. By eliminating these serious health risks, we are left to only worry about the smaller illnesses and infections. Or are we? Cloning will eliminate these smaller risks as well. The average person carries 8 defective genes. These defective genes make one sick when they would otherwise remain healthy. With human cloning and its technology, it may be possible to ensure that we no longer suffer because of our defective genes. This will allow us and potential clones to be virtually immune to all bacteria, thus strengthening the concepts and practicality of a clone army. Furthermore, Dr. Richard Seed, a leading proponent in human cloning research and its technology, suggests that it may also someday be possible to reverse the aging process. By reversing the aging process, we should be able to reduce malfunctions in muscle, bone, and organ activity due to advanced age. And in all of those ways, we'll be making grand strides towards more knowledgeable and better overall medical practices. Because of the advantages in medical technology, we have our first building block for a stronger soldier and ultimately a stronger army. If we're capable of reducing the casualty count by enabling such extraordinary medical practices as I described before, we will ultimately have more soldiers. More soldiers means more protection and stability in potentially hostile environments, and ultimately less resistance to diplomacy. The second building block would be the continued research in a process called gene doping. According to the Friends of Earth organization, or FO.org, gene doping is a developing technology that possesses the potential to alter an athlete's genome, enabling them to run faster or hit harder by injecting modifying genes into their bodies. If our research continues in the field of gene doping, we may be able to produce an exaggerated effect. An exaggerated effect combined with more military training and more education will ultimately lead us to a much more faster, stronger, and smarter soldier. Furthermore, we will be able to create a much more efficient and vast army. With an army of this grand demeanor, we can begin to slowly solidify the concepts of security, safety, and peace. This brings us to my last point. By improving our medical technology and durability of our soldiers, we save lives. This is possibly the biggest and most substantial benefit we gain from the pursuance of cloning research. The gained knowledge of medical practices through cloning will eliminate disease or possibly even create a universal immunity to illness and infection. This gained medical intelligence, doubled with the improved military capabilities, will prevent you and your loved ones and any other valuables from danger. It will also protect you from any other potential threats. The U.S. Department of Energy Genome Program states that on the horizon is a new era of molecular medicine. This is just a glimmer of hope that one day the advantages of cloning will be realized and accepted. Lastly, and most simply, if we are to adopt a clone army, our loved ones will no longer have to serve. We can simply send their modified, enhanced clone onto the battlefield instead. By doing this, we will save not only more lives, but the lives of our friends, our family, and our neighbors. This evening we covered everything from medical improvements that could be made from cloning and its technology, to how continuing cloning research will ultimately save lives. I hopefully have gained your support in the pursuance of a clone army in order to maintain a better tomorrow and to uphold a safer, more secure future. I'll leave you today with a few words of encouragement from a personal idol of mine, Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt once exclaimed that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Thank you.